And we're live. Hello, everyone. So I had to break up the stream earlier, and we were just getting to the good parts. So check out the last video. What we did was we sliced the. Okay, let me go back. So we sliced the Schumann resonance chart that went really weird. June 18, 2 p.m. UTC. We cut it out, we flipped it vertically so the actual 0 hertz is at the bottom as is normal convention instead of at the top for the graph from the Tomsk Observatory. And then we put it into this tool called Photosounder. We did the slicing. Right, so we put it into GIMP, the whole image. Then we took one slice out of it, which means just we took one part, one line, right? Like we went from here to here. So we did that, boom. And then we put that into Photosounder, like this. So you can already see the waveform at the top is looking pretty much like a waveform. So, and then we played that. So we played it. Well, so we calibrated it first. So let me go back up a bit. 1 second. So if we go to Chrome, right? So we have to calibrate that because this is the original graph, right? Yeah, I know it looks weird. So this is the normal Schumann graph. And this is the weird shit happening. It's 1820. Sorry, June 20, June 18, 2023. So at the top, you see here 0 hertz. At the bottom, 40 hertz. Oh, it's 40 hertz. Shit. After we do the calibration. So 0 to 40. Thank you, Aim Ghost. Let's figure out what's happening here. I'm very curious. Who knows what we'll find. So to calibrate, basically I have to take a ruler. Let me take a ruler. Let me go back into GIMP. Let's do that. Okay. So, and wait, I have to take the full image. Ah, shit. Okay, let me take the full image. Save that full image. Go back to GIMP. Open that full image. I think is that one. Is it? No. Where is it? Ah, man. Where is it though? Where did I save it? Pictures. SHM2. Come on. Where is it? Pictures. Uh, 1 second. There it is. I got it. Okay. Now, if I take the ruler, here. So this would be 16, right? And this would be 20. Yeah, Ghost, absolutely. I never saw anything like that. I looked at the Schumann for years, and every time there was a white bar, people were losing their minds and posting stuff about they becoming Jesus and ascending to the 5th dimension. And I was like, yeah, okay. But now looking at this thing, well, I'm still not in the 5th dimension, I think, but I'm really curious what's going on because this is something else. To me, it looks actually like a frequency machine running, like the LHC, like CERN, Large Hadron Collider, or HARP, some weird shit. It looks completely artificial, technological to me. So Sorry, it doesn't look organic at all to me. But anyway, so this is 4 Hertz here. So now we want to isolate what the line looks like that I cut out of here. So let's do that. Let's do here and here. Now we can see on the side here. Let me remove the other ones. And that one. Okay. Now that pretty much looks like a 4 Hertz spread. If you look at this, it's a little bit less than 4 Hertz. You know, it could actually be, what's 7.8 divided by 2? Could be that. 7.8 is the Schumann resonance. I mean, it was 3.9. So that could be 3.9. All right, let's take 3.9 and okay, wait, it's not that easy. So the size of the slice is 3.9 Hertz, and then here the minimum frequency is, I don't know, 20 something. Oh wait, we can go to the other side. No, we can't. Shit. Okay. All right. How do we do this? This is 20 and measuring 20 in pixels. This is 190 to 230. Right, let's see. So this is 190 to 230. But this is 222. So we're saying if 230 is 20, how much is 222, right? That's what we're saying. Let's calculate that. Easy. If 230 is 20, how much is 222? So 19.3, what? Okay, let's say 19 because we rounded down. And for the other one, I'm looking at the pixels here, right? In case you're wondering. If 240, sorry, 270 is 24, how much is 258? If 270 is 24, how much is 258? And with that, we have our minimum and maximum frequency to put into photo sounder. So because we have to calibrate when we put that slide in. I didn't do that properly in the last video, so I'll do that here. All right, so we got 29.3, sorry, we got 19.3 and 22.9. All right, let's go back to photo sounder where we have the slice. Now, minimum frequency, 19.3. Let's do that. We can do 19 or 19.8. So do 19, round it down. And we get to 22 point, what was it? 22.9, yep. 22.9. Basically 23, right? Okay, it's good enough. Let's hear how that sounds. Oh, we can't hear it, of course. It's too low. Right, but now we double it. So let's just say it's 19 and 23. Hey there, Gothic, welcome back. So yeah, I just recalibrated this properly. I took proper pixel measurement from GIMP, and now we're going at it a bit more accurate. I guess instead of inspiring some sound engineer, I just inspired myself to do it. So that works. All right. Yeah. Okay, let's double them. We'll go with 19 and 23. So 19 times 2, 38. All right, and 23 times 2, we go 46. 46.8, or oh, this thing is so laggy. 46.8. Okay, let's see if we can hear anything. Can't hear anything. Okay, let's double it again. 38 times 2. 46 times 2, 92. 93.4 or 96? 90.6. I'll go with 90.6. And then 38 times 2, 76. Like we're scaling our slice carefully to keep the calibration. 76. 76. There we go. I think I'm doing something wrong. Why I'm not getting any signal. Let me view the settings. Output device. Not getting that signal. But I should get it. I should get it at 75. Oh man, what's happening? Double it again. 76 times 2, 152. That's right, 150. Yeah, and 92 times 2. 884. There we go. Oh, there it is. All right. There it is. Now, it's moving fast. We can slow it down or we can speed it up. Let's see how that sounds. Half speed. Okay. And we can double it. See how that sounds. All right. I'll wait until we get higher. For sure, that will be interesting. So 152 times 2, 304. We can do 306. And 184 times 2, 368. Okay, let's go. Normal speed. Yeah, is this the secret Morse code of the ages? What is it really, though? Let's slow it down. Starting to feel a bit hypnotic, for sure. Slow that down half again. Okay. I kind of want to know what the frequency scale does. If we do this to 1, can't hear a difference. I can see it shifts a bit here. It's just a scale log base. Okay. What does gamma do? Oh. Oh, it looks like contrast. See what that does. Yeah, that is great. So we get more contrast out of it now. That's awesome. Okay, perfect. Now let's make that faster. Great. And we'll increase, we double the frequency again. Now this time we go to 736. We can do 744. And on the other side, what did we have? We have 19 times 2. We end up with 308. 608, sorry. We can do 614 or 597. We go with 597. Okay, let's check it out. All right. Yeah. Well, you don't have to work for NASA to do stuff. You can just play with it. No promises we find anything, but this is just too cool not to play with it. Okay, we'll listen to it again. Maybe we slow it down. Not much speed. I mean, we're still at 600 hertz roughly, so we're not even in the speech range. And it's already sounding like someone is like, I don't know, whining. But let's slow it down one more. Maybe we can slow it down again. And let's slow it down again. 12.4, 12.5. Yeah, I think it still might be too low frequency. What do you guys think? Okay, let's double it again. That's some alien Morse code for sure. All right, double that again. Let's see, we have, what do we have? 608, double, 1216. It's that one. There we go. And the other was, I forgot, 23 times 2, double, 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 1472. Well, no, I can't. I mean, I could, but I can already tell you what it sounds like. It's just a tone going from 1.2 kilohertz, right? That's, and it has such low resolution here. You see all these pixels are very, very rough. So the idea is really to, if we try, if we can hear what these squiggly lines here do, if there's any kind of pattern that we can hear. If we isolate the lines, I feel we lose too much information. And this tool doesn't really allow me, well, let's see, I could though, let's try maybe another instance of the tool. Let's see if it allows me to open another instance. That'd be fun. It does. Okay, now, okay, we can do this. So let me grab a screen cap here. First, let's play the double speed, right? Normal, double frequency, normal speed. Sounds eerie. Now let me take a screen grab of that. I can't. Why can't I take a screen grab? Oh, I think OBS is interfering with the screen grab. Great. Oh man, maybe I can use snippet. Probably not, but let's try. I can. Great. Let's do that. Now I copy that, paste it in here. Save it first. Okay. Now, okay, now it's getting tricky. So I have, so this is our main one, right? This one. And with 1216 hertz to 1470. And let me slow this way down first before we go to the one line isolation. I will isolate the middle line. I'll just first go to, I think we stay at this one for a while, this frequency, and just want to slow it way down, 12.5. Right, sounds cool. Um, Theos, welcome to the chat. So, what's happening? I took the. You probably saw the. You saw that one. That one. So my Chrome is that one. Yeah. So you probably saw that one, right? So took that image, threw it into a photo sounder, which is the app you just saw, which enables you to make sounds out of a spectrogram, which spectrogram is an image made of a sound. Well, actually, I flipped this one from top to bottom. So normally low frequency at the bottom, high frequency at the top. From left to right is time. This piece here is 45 hours long, and we squeeze it into, well, we squeeze it into a few seconds. Next step, what I did is I took, I just took this whole piece and just isolated one of these lines, right? Because Chat wanted to isolate one. So we did that. We went and said, okay, look, this looks like one guy over here, starting here, going to there, right? We just took some guy out the middle. And so we took this and then we calibrated that to, because we looked at, well, what frequency was that actually? It turns out it was 19 hertz to 23 hertz. Yes. Well, no, I'm not looking for metadata. I'm looking to attack this with more of a sensual approach. Like, I want to hear stuff. I mean, I can see it, but I can't see harmonics or patterns as well as I can hear them. So basically, my eyes are pretty good, but my ears can't really play if it's just an image. So I wanted to see and hear. And I thought this is interesting stuff, so I just made a stream about it. Right, so we're doing this. Now we put it in the photo sounder, and this is our version 1. So I put it into photo sounder. Increase the contrast. Now this is just the one slice you're seeing, right? Going from 19 hertz to 23 hertz. Now we doubled the frequency all the way because you can't hear anything at 19 hertz. Well, I know it's just electromagnetic, but we just translated it directly to sound. Never mind, right? It's just an approximation. Yeah, exactly. That was my thought exactly. This is some kind of puzzle sent out to be solved, and then something bad happens. So I might have to turn off the stream when I figure it out. I don't want anything bad to happen here. Anyway, so now we are here. So we doubled the frequency to keep the structure and the calibration properly. And now we ended up at 1216 hertz and 1470. We slowed it way down. We increased the contrast a little bit, right? Actually looked like this, but that looks crap. So we increased the contrast, so we have less noise. So this is what it sounds slowed way down. Well, I don't think I will. Okay, so this is where we are, and now someone asked if we can isolate the middle line. We can try. So I pulled a screenshot and paste it into another instance of PhotoSounder. And now this is fresh instance, but we can, I think we can paint this stuff. So like erase, right? Holy shit. Let's undo that. So this is how it sounds uncalibrated. Just to freak you guys out a little bit, this is how it sounds uncalibrated. Actually, let me normalize that first. Oh, we have sound processing. What? Oh, wow. I don't know what that does. Actually, I just want to do the normalization. So anyway, let's play it once without any parameters changed. This is how it sounds. Right, that's uncalibrated. If you slow that way down, it's like this. Okay, that's not great. I mean, if anyone has an idea what kind of pattern we're looking for, let me know. Speeding up twice. Still, we're going through the whole audible spectrum, so now it's just very all over the place. Let's hear it again. Yeah, what the fuck? That's great, we can reduce the noise. It's less noise. Okay, now someone asked if we can remove the isolate the middle signal. Oh, fuck. I don't know what that does. What's that thing? Road roller spray tool. Smart erase. Oh, that's it. Okay, so someone asked if we can just isolate the middle signal, so that's the one to do that. erasing all that stuff. And then at the top too. Oh. Oh, because it's smart erase, it only erases the same color, I think. Shit. No, okay, that's doesn't erase anymore. Oh. What's that? Okay, let's try it. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go back to the other one. So that was the, no, not that one. No, the other one. There we go. Say it again. Exactly. So 100. I don't know what you mean with the blue part. Looks like sound waves. Yeah, Supermoon is asking how can lightning in the ionosphere create these patterns? Well, it obviously it can't, but think about it like this. The lightning creates a shock in the Earth's electromagnetic field, and that shock reverberates across the Earth. And you have all these measurement stations around the Earth, and you have not only one lightning bolt, but you have thousands and thousands all the time. So that usually creates that 7.8 hertz, so-called Schumann resonance, like that baseline hum, right? And you have all these sensors all around the world. So if you were just if you had a technology that could affect the Earth's magnetic or electromagnetic field all around the world at the same time, it would show up on this graph, because this graph is showing what's happening all around the world at the same time. So the only way you can have something show on this graph that is clearly not lightning is if you're using some technology that is affecting the electromagnetic field of the whole Earth at the same time, which I can only think of HARP or the Large Hadron Collider or CERN or LHC, or some other technology that we don't know about. So yeah, I don't think lightning can do this at all. All right. We can get rid of more noise. This is the lowest I can go. Let's try this again. Yeah, let's go faster with this. Reverse polarize. You mean invert the colors? I don't know what you mean with inverse polarize. We can invert it. Yeah, we can try that. But now it's very loud. Very loud. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, we can do that, but we have to go back to to GIMP to do that. All right, so here we have, okay, let me switch to GIMP. Okay, so this is our raw image. Now if you want to invert that, we can do that. It's just that we let me grayscale that first, because I think at this point it doesn't matter. I'm not losing any information. It's pretty rough anyways. Okay, so that's our slice. Now we invert it. Now let's normalize it. So already is. Equalize. Well, okay. Let's take that. Okay, let's go to the other. This one. Yep. Okay, this is our inverse image, right? So remember, bright is sound, dark is no sound. Now we increase the noise. Sorry, reduce the noise, increase contrast. Looks like this. Let's see how that sounds. Full spectrum. Wow, fuck. Somehow that was very creepy. Let's play that sped up. Maybe less noise. That's crazy. Less noise again. You know, let's do that with a full image. Because why not? Okay, going back to GIMP. Mm. Okay. Now we flip it. Yeah, it definitely is a lot more alien this way. Okay, let's invert it. Oh yeah, love this. And export it. Damn. Yeah, watch out for mother brain. Okay, let's go back to the photo sounder. Go. Okay, let's keep that. Let's go to the other one. There we go. All right. Let's check that out. Right. So, of course, now we have full spectrum, all the slices instead of just full spectrum, one slice. Let's reduce the noise, see what happens. Very noisy. Less noise. I mean, if you look at these rails here, they look interesting. I think it's just, let's do more 8 to 2, 8 to 2 kilohertz. More resolution here in the lows. Yeah, no shit. That one's gonna do that. So that's more around speech. So 4 kilohertz is average speech frequency. So 2 to 8 kilohertz is kind of half in the double. So I'm trying to get some juice out of this. What happens if we invert this? It's weird. So, but the single slice gives us a kind of a signal. I imagine this is how it sounds when some alien gets surprised by you in your backyard. This is exactly how it sounds. Or maybe this is how you think it'll sound. Oh yeah, switch to the other window. Sorry. Here we are. What's the cicada sound? Is Is that what you mentioned earlier? This is the backyard alien, for sure. I mean, this is full spectrum, so now we haven't even done this in the calibrated one, so let's do that. Kind of got sidetracked. So 1472, actually to 8 to 11.7, say 10. And then 19 double. 9.7. Okay. See where that gets us. Right, so I got linear sliders. Maybe it's easier to have logarithmic knobs. Probably is. I don't know. 9.728. A little bit. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, definitely we need to half that. Wait. Uh, 11 is 5.5. Well, maybe cicadas are aliens too. At this point, I'm not sure where to go with this. So we have the full spectrum inverted. And then we have the slice inverted. So well, I don't think just line outing it would do anything. I don't have any analog processing. Okay, full spectrum, right? That's the cicadas. But that's the full spectrum on the speech, like band 2 to 8K. So we can slow that down. Well, that's already the inverse. Theos, das ist the inverse. Let me slow that down again. I think it's still too fast. Oh, now you can hear the stuff at the bottom. We slow it down one more, 12.5. Things become really audible. I can do the normal one again so we can see the original and the inverse. Well, let me just go through this first. I agree, there's something happening. Definitely something happening. Let me slow that down again. We're at 6 now. Can't really make out where the chittering is coming from. It's like a quacking something. Could be the stuff down here. It could be the stuff here. I'm not sure what it is. That's really weird stuff. Could be this one as well. We can slow it down one more and give it less noise. That sounds like a snake, or like an animal, like going like, you know, what's that called? Like like an aggressive animal. Here. There was this other guy on the stream before a few hours ago. He said I need to slow it way, way, way down. So I'll do that. I think he's right. There's stuff going on there. Let's go to 1.5. Lower the frequency. Yeah, I can do that. So let's go to. You mean lower the top or shift the whole thing down? If I lower the top, we have less dynamic. If I shift it down, it'll just be less squeaky. All right. Okay, I'll go for 1, 2, 4. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I just halved it. Let's see what happens. We can always go up a bit. Oh, start at the top. Oh man, it's exhausting on the brain, this sound. Hmm. Yeah, it definitely is. That's a good point. So, I don't know if you guys know about brainwave entrainment. You probably do. So that would be something. Let's look into that. So brainwave entrainment works like this. Um, so in different states of consciousness, your brainwaves have a general average frequency. And so sleep, deep sleep, dreamless sleep, you have delta waves, very low frequency. Dreaming, or if you're in autopilot states, like if you're driving to work, or you're learning, you're in theta, bit higher frequency. Alpha is relaxing, recharging. Beta is problem solving and engaging, and then gamma is intense concentration and learning. So what we want to do is we need these frequencies. This side is crap. Okay, my search query was crap. There we go. Yeah, this is what we need. No, this is what we need. This is it. So first we need this. Screenshot that. Oh man, I need my snip again. Snip. Snip this. Save that. Okay, keep that. And now I need a histogram. What's it called? A spectrogram. Spectrograph. You know, like an audio spectrograph. Okay, let's back to photosounder. There you go. So, yeah, the lower bar. Again. Okay, let me try that. The screen capture that. No problem. You got to say, working with sound as images is very intuitive. Love it. Okay, captured that. And let's go to the other. Actually, let's create a new instance photosounder. Okay. Change to that. Yep. Open that. Okay. Upload. There we go. So this is our isolated lower bar. Let's check it out. Full spectrum. Well, let's tweak it a little bit. First, we need to go higher on the lows, otherwise we don't hear anything. So let's... Oh, that's so nice. Logarithmic knob. Awesome. Let's do 500. Or 1,000. 500. To 10, 5,000, 10,000. Let's do 10,000. 10,000 is good. Oh, yeah, that whole calibration thing was, I think, not a smart idea, because if it's encoded, then calibrating to the channel it was sent on makes no sense, because the calibration is part of the encoding. So we'll have to find it manually. Yeah, guys, please report in the chat if you're feeling weird, falling off your chair or anything. Okay, let's try it again like this. Hold on, buckle up. Oh yeah, less noise. I'll reduce the gamma here. Actually, I don't like the logarithmic sliders. Sucks. Linear knobs. Okay. Let's try it like this. Okay. No, I don't see. What are you trying to post? Well, if you want to post a link, then you have to be sneaky about it. I don't think link posting is allowed. And I don't know anything about the YouTube thing. It's just my third stream, man. So you have to figure it out. Yeah, I'll do it slowly. Exactly. We were at 3%, so let's go to let's dial it down slowly. We get to actually we were at 1.5%, so let's get there in steps. This is half speed. Okay, sounds still a little bit fast. Let's reduce it by half again. I think the pointer here is lagging because it seems to lag, because look, if we listen to this, like here, there should be spike, spike, and then a little bit less amplitude, and then it should go up again. So if you listen to this, you will see that the indicator is lagging. Let's check that out. Yeah, looks like half second. Have I tried inverting the graph? Yeah, I'm inverting things back and forth all the time. This is an inverted graph. Actually, I can invert it back, but this is already the invert. So we can invert the invert, see what happens. Let's go. Well, sunspot and flare. I don't think it would be this comprehensive. That's right. Yep. Let me invert that back, see what happens. Going back to GIMP. Yeah, Rusty is still on. Yeah, take that one. Actually, the other one is probably also me. Yeah. Okay, we're back to GIMP. This is, let me get that in. So this is what we did. Yeah. So as you can see, this was the original full spectrum graph, but inverted. And we took the bottom part, although not the full, but we had already done some image processing, so we reduced the contrast. So we ended up with this. So you can see that's not really the same. It's missing a lot of noise. You can see that. So we can invert that back. Let me do that. Looks like this. Okay. Okay, so I guess now that is the, what is that, low pass, you would say. Low pass, not inverted. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Going back to this one. Let me first slow it down a little bit. Let's me go back to 1.5. So it's what, that's where we were before. I just watched Dune yesterday, so that really reminds me of the 2021 Dune movie. Well, I'm sampling anything and everything that I can find, so just trying everything. So we can make this less noisier. And speed it up a bit. Let's go to 6. That sounds like breathing. Okay. Wow. All right, we found these breathing noises. It's these guys. Let me speed it up one more. I think we're getting somewhere here. Guys, we found it. It's snake language. I just don't know how to understand it. Let me speed it up again. Maybe someone will come into the chat who speaks snake language. It's clearly snake language. Come on. All right. Have a good evening. Thanks for joining. So I just thought this sounds like, I don't know, maybe it's reversed. Can we reverse this? Flip. Horizontal flip. Yeah, we can. Great. Let's do it. Boom. So I'm thinking, if you have ever seen a TV signal on a forgot what it's called. Anyway, like a production monitor, they have a frequency monitor, and they have different bands where they have different parts of data. And back in the day when it was analog, so if you look at the full thing here, this is just what this reminds me of. Let me pull that up. That here. So if you look at the full thing, it looks like you have some kind of data going here. And then at the bottom you have, well, that's the problem. This thing, it it merges, it fades into the other. So this is some kind of data right here, and this is some other kind of data. Also, it is fractally interleaved, which sucks because I don't have the faintest idea how to decode that. And then this type of data merges into this type of data. But with the technology that I have seen, you have one kind of data up here, and then you have another type of data down here. Just like on the old cinema rolls, film rolls, you had a little audio waveform on the side, and in the middle you had, the movie pictures going tuck, 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 25 per second. So kind of reminds me of that, as if this is like an audio track and this is like the image track. I don't know. It just reminds me of that. So let's. Okay, someone in the chat was asking for the inverted bottom part, the low pass. So I prepared that. So let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, switching to that. Now we have our fourth photosounder instance open. It's going to be a long evening. Okay, opening that one. Okay, sorry about that, but this is full spectrum, full noise, non-calibrated. So let's start with bringing up the lows to 500 hertz. I think we're getting the hang of this here. We cut the tops to 10,000 and see how that sounds. Great. Now we can hear everything. Now we slow it a little bit down before we remove the noise. Okay, so we can clearly hear these guys here at the bottom going like wee wee wee, and then at the top we hear kind of the chitter chatter, whatever that is. So let me remove some noise. Remember, that is just the bottom part of the whole picture, right? It's the bottom part of, well, actually, this is inverted. Let me uninvert that. what? It's the bottom part of what exactly? Wait, what the fuck is happening? Oh yeah, my pleasure, man. I didn't think I could do it. Yesterday I just used some browser plugin and hope someone else would do it, but it just was too interesting, so I tried to learn it, and this is where it got me. So appreciate it. You get something out of it. Right, so this is the uninverted. All right, right. We cut off this at the black, and then we inverted that. I remember, yeah. This is how we got here. So we kind of have the inverted, processed, inverted that again. This is what this is. So this is what you were hearing here. Let's switch over again. This is what this is, just to, we're keeping the big picture. So let's, I don't know, slow it down again. Good idea. Go to 25. Yeah, we can flip it, but it probably won't do much, but we can do it anyway. Doesn't hurt. So yeah, everyone in the chat, if you have any ideas, just put it in there. We're just playing around with this anyway. We're just on a treasure hunt, right? We are exploring unknown territory. We are deep in the ocean of sound here, so there's no wrong move. We'll just maybe stumble over a, small island with a treasure on it, or we won't. But anyway, we'll have a good time sailing around and enjoying the ocean. So let me switch that, flip that, horizontal flip. Actually, now you think about it, I could do vertical flip. That might be interesting. Let's try that next. So this is basically reverse it. Okay, let's switch that. Let's go back here. So I'll vertical flip it. Let's try that. Oh, what? Oh, well, uh, well, Nico just asked about Fourier transform. Well, the thing is that this program already does all the Fourier transforms to get from spectrograph to the sound. And since I'm not an expert, I mean, this is how I got to this program. I just looked up how to get from a spectrogram to a sound, and the process is a very involved Fourier transform, put it through a window, basically defenestration, then do some kind of overlapping frequency chunk slices, whatever, and some other math bullshit. And when I was searching for what program can do that, I landed on this photo sounder. What do you mean? Can you layer the sounds across the spectrum? Well, guys, you gotta think in images. So we're in images here. I can't do anything with the sound because the sound is like the rough output. But I can do the image manipulation because we have our source is a shitty image. If we start playing with the sound, we quickly run into a repeating error and things sound shittier and shittier. If we keep with the image we have, like I'm doing with the inversion and cutting out slices, we kind of can keep a little bit of quality so we don't end up with total crap. Because if we get too low quality, we can't make out any, we can't find anything. We just end up digging around in the shit, in the mud. Right, so what do you mean overly slice? Like just using two slices and put them on top of each other? I mean, like beside each other, or not on top of each other, but on top beside each other? Or how do you mean? Yeah, how do you mean combine all waves? Like all waves? Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, either it's a transmission and needs to be decoded, then we just have no chance, or it's a transmission that can be it has a public key to it, and then we can find the public key and maybe then we can decode it. But if it's a pre-shared key transmission where the receiver has the key, then there's no Nothing to be found, really. It'd be the same sound of all the image playing. Okay, so that's what we did here, right? The first one. So we have the full image. So those were the cicadas. And remember the cicadas. That's the, yes, so, right, so what do you want me to do with it? So we can speed it up a little bit because I think we found it's too slow. But that's not new, we heard that before. Right, so, okay, you mean, oh, you mean all the photosounder images on top of each other? That's, oh, that sounds crazy, okay. Is that what you mean? Like this one, sorry, this one. Come on, OBS, switch windows, this one. Yes, it is. Because if you layer them on, like, not layer, like if you stack them on top of each other, then each slice will play in a different frequency. So, and if you layer them on top of each other, they'll just play over each other in the same frequency. It's like if you're mixing a song, you have to make sure each instrument is separated in its own frequency. Otherwise, you'll just hear, you can't really hear stuff. By the way, that's maybe a good idea. Maybe we could approach this with kind of mastering mindset where you separate instruments or voices or something. Okay, so we can do that. We could do that. Oh, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, don't forget to eat, man. So I'm thinking if we go back to original image or the inverted image. Oh, okay. And then we export the sound. Wait, now, we clean it up, make it play it in the way that makes sense, and then we export the audio file, and then we go into, I don't know, Fruity Loops, whatever, or Audacity, and then I go and try to separate instruments, quote unquote, and we see if we can find some stuff that we can separate. That could be, I mean, then we're out of the image process, but, and I'm not an expert in Audacity, and I don't have Fruity Loops right now, where it would be easier for me to do some mastering, but that's an idea. What do you think? Like going in and trying the audio engineer process to see if we can actually separate stuff on the audio. Then I mean, but then we're locked in the audio, and I'm just more comfortable in the image. But okay, yeah, You agree? Okay, fuck. I thought I could stay in my comfort zone. All right, let's see. Let's see. So we got. Let's play him again. Let's just one more time. You know, I think it's the crab people. I think it's them, actually. Let's see. Okay, the other one, I wanted to hear the alien in the front yard too. Like that one. Where is it though? Ah, here. Here it is. Here it is. Sure. I thought you could send me something on Twitter, or just use the comments. But yeah, but I do think we need to figure this out, right? Okay, this is the alien in the garden. Oh no, I killed it. It was actually like this. I remember. It's like this. Shit. Full spectrum was like this. And all the way. No, I sped that up. So this is the middle slice of this is an inverted middle slice that we did a lot of noise removal from. This is normal speed. Slower. Okay, 50%. Go to 50. Holy shit. Well, we didn't slow it down earlier because we got too excited doing the bottom part of the full. So we missed that one. We haven't heard that one before. So let's slow it down more. This is interesting. noise. Okay, let's bring the noise back. Sure. Yeah, you're right. It is a bit too dry right now, right? Let's check this out. I think it was more clear without the noise, but we can add more noise. Yeah, exactly. Now it's almost too noisy. If you think about this is analog, I mean the image, right? So if you publish speech as an image, then it's analog, and you need to do a lot of denoising and analog filtering to get to the actual speech, and you need to find the right speed to be able to understand it. Oh yeah, we can rotate it. Let's do that. It's a good idea. Rotate clockwise 90 degrees. Is that all right? Oh, sorry, we're too slow now. And we can narrow the frequency band, but we also need to speed it up now. Yeah, so if we want to find speech, let's go to 8 to 4, 8 to 2, right? So we're right in that speech area. 2. Let's go here. No, that's way too slow. Let's go 400. Now we lost all the info in the rotation. Yeah, now rotate it back. Rotate counterclockwise. Wait, are we back? Oh, see, now we're losing everything. Oh, man. We can't really go. Look, it's completely lossy process. Damn. This thing apparently has a lossless mode, but probably not in the demo. It's really baiting me to buy this. It looks pretty good, actually. Okay, so that was yeah, no, it has one undo. One. Just one. It's totally scuffed. Look at this. It's one undo step. Imagine if you make a program like this, where you play around for hours, and you give it one undo step in the history. That's pretty cruel, right? Very cruel. Live frequency. What do you mean? Yeah, okay, let's go to the next. So this was one. We have more. I mean, you can play it back in the video. It's not like it's gone, right? Let's see. We got this one, the inverted. That one. Let's see, what did we do here? Oh yeah, that was the Sands of Tune. And the snake people talking. So this was the inverse of what we heard before. So I think, sounds kind of crazy, but I think the inverse and the normal. No, this is what we did earlier. So this is just kind of the steps. I'm just backtracking steps so we can revisit what we did, and now with new insight, look at what we did before and try to, come up with new ideas, integrate that. So we don't just stumble forward. So because we'll get some new ideas that way. I'm thinking the crab people that we heard, where everyone was like, that's clearly speech, which was the inverse. And this one, which is actually that's also the inverse, but we have I think the fuck did we do to get this? I think we flip it vertically? Oh, over 12 hours, it wouldn't sound like anything. It'd be something like this. Actually, cut half of height, but we're losing the look. Do you see this? This actually looks like speech here. This stuff. This looks very much like speech. See this here? This is the juice right here. See this, right? Going through here, or some kind of code. I think someone was mentioning this before. Okay, let's try this. And I got this tool here. Just be real greedy, cutting this all off. Try it. Oh, faster. 100. Right, but now we run into the problem that we don't have, like we destroyed our source material completely. We also had 500, so let's go to 1 to 2K down here. So we maybe hear better. Okay, half it, half speed. But yeah, I think we found something. We found something here. And now we know where to find it. So if we go to the original image, let me go there. Was in GIMP, right? Let's just go here. So we go to GIMP here. Why is this never working? I swear this fucking Windows switch is totally scuffed. There we go. Here. So, all right. So, where did we get this again? It was, I think it was in the bottom part. So, if we cut off in the middle of the white line, cut that thing off right in right here, like this, like that, like this. That could be interesting. Saving that. It's flipped, but it is the low pass. Theoretically, I do know how it works, but I mean, I had a DX7 once, and I was creating some presets. So yeah, actually, practically, I know how it works too. But it's been a while. You have your envelope, and then you have your distortion and all that shit. Yeah, I think I still got it. Okay, so now we got this. Right, and we got this. So we want to try if we can find this in another instance. So we have this one, which is completely destroyed. So let's just overwrite that. That's no longer usable. Now we start again with this one. I remember. Okay. Yes, I remember. Okay, do you see it? This was the bottom part. This is original bottom low pass. I mean, this is original bottom, which is low pass. Now, here is, right? So here is, no, wait. Here's what we are looking at, what we want to find, this one. But by the way, let's make it a bit lower to 1K to 5K. That's easier on the ears. Yeah, guys, the top part, I just moved it down with this tool. So, and I adjusted with the frequency upper and lower. I can't really scale it. And I guess I could. But I wanna backtrack to this. So I kind of want to reverse engineer this. So we see that here's some kind of data encoded. You see this clearly here. It's just now at this point, our image has become so crappy that we can't really hear it. I know, I'm keeping this one, but it's too low quality now, but it's definitely here. Oh, well, sorry, I was in the wrong window. I'm sorry, guys. So I was back in this one here, playing this one, right? So this is, I'm really sorry, I'm getting used to the streaming thing. So this is the signal we're trying to find, and I'm trying to remember how I arrived at this image. We tried so many things, I have no clue actually. So now we go to this, which is yeah, window switcher. It just really never works. It's great. This. Yeah. So let's listen to it in full spectrum. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ah, okay. I think this stuff here. Oh, okay. That is just it's like the corner, the threshold, the borderline. It's the borderline, of course. I knew this shit was borderline. I knew it. Well, now we have the proof. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So this was inverted because we see these long spikes. And it was flipped horizontally, vertically, right? So let's try that. Yeah, invert, flip. Is that right? I don't know. Well, we have way too much noise up here. Can't go to 20k for this. We can go to 10. Hi Garcia Luna. So we are on a quest to find something, anything in this weird Schumann pattern. So yeah, because it's obviously something going on that is not natural. And so we're looking for some stuff that's encoded in there. It looks like a signal. So we're looking for signals in the signal. Let's see. So I changed top to 10k and bottom let's go to 500 because that's easy on the ears. Oh yeah, we're way too fast. Let's go to 50. I mean, I don't know. This borderline thing down here, right? It sounds like speech, but it could just be an artifact of noisy shit. Yeah, it's too fast. I agree. Let's go to 12.5. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's do that. Let's give a quick overview here. So I was trying to see if anyone was on the Twitter, but there wasn't anyone. So, all right. So normally the Schumann resonance graph looks like this. It is hosted at the Space Observing System in Tomsk in Russia, or at the Tomsk Observatory, Ionospherics Observatory. They are connected with a lot of research stations around the world. They observe lightning strikes hitting the Earth, or just lightning in general, not just hitting the Earth, but that's what they do. So all these stations, they observe lightning strikes all around the Earth, and the data ends up in Tomsk in Russia, and they put it together, and it looks like something like this. So that means most lightning strikes around the world is synchronized to end up in a like 7.8 hertz hum, which is called the Schumann resonance, because the guy called Schumann first identified that phenomenon, and he basically said that's the baseline frequency of the Earth, right? So it's not the Earth that is vibrating; it's the lightning strikes around the Earth that we can observe in this frequency. Then you have at twice the frequency, which is also called the first harmonic. You have here the second, little less intense bar, and then you have the third and second and the third harmonic. At again double the frequency and double the frequency. So that's how it normally looks. And then sometimes you have some weird patterns like this, or some bars through the whole spectrum. And this thing goes from 0 hertz to 40 hertz. And suddenly on the 17th of June, this thing started to happen, and it has not stopped ever since. So I just reloaded the page, right? This is still going on, and this is absolutely fucking crazy. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Sputnik. That is good to know. Oh yeah, okay. So Atheist says that is, yeah, the magnetosphere. Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not pretending I'm an expert in this. I just read what they put here on the website in the translator, and I looked a bit into it because I'm interested in all things frequency. So basically, this is now what the Earth, supposedly the Earth's ionosphere, looks like in terms of frequencies from 0 to 40 hertz. So I took this image and I wanted to know, how does it sound? And so I took it, copied that, saved as an image, and found this software called Photosounder. And used it to create sound out of the image. And this is then how we ended up here. Well, so basically now then I went to GIMP, which is a photo processor, image editing program. So went to GIMP. This is the full image, right, captured. So we tried different things. We tried to take a slice out the middle. We tried to take only the bottom. We tried to listen to the full thing. And we tried to kind of make it slower or faster, remove the noise, flip it around, rotate it, and do all kinds of stuff. Listen to it in different frequency bands to try to find something. We basically played around with it. So this is what you see here. We just went all in on this. So for example, this one here is, this one. This is the inverted version. Sounds like cicadas. By the way, we could flip this, vertical flip. Yeah, doesn't really make it better. Okay, then we have the one. Let's see. This one. Yep. Yeah, at this I agree that's probably very likely. If someone wanted to communicate with the whole world at once, they would definitely use magnetosphere, because then they can make sure no one can keep the information to themselves and no one can pretend it didn't happen. What? At the crosshatch in the middle? You mean this thing? Flip and cut it off at the crosshatch in the middle. Like, you mean like cutting here? Okay, let's do that. So flip it first. Yeah, of course, we hear voices even when there are no voices. That's a known phenomenon too. So that, but someone trying to communicate with us would know that and would make sure it is something that cannot be mistaken for a voice. Like they would make sure to include proof that it is actually legitimate. I mean, if someone has the technology to use a magnetosphere to communicate with us, they would have done some research about us before, about our abilities to receive information, and then they would know that we are prone to overly pattern recognition, to hear stuff where there isn't anything. So they would make sure to include proof. That's just normal. Okay, so let me flip it and then cut it off. Wait, I need to do that with the screenshot tool. Second. Cutting it here. Right? Now, saving that. I should give that a name. So that is flipped. Actually flipped again. So it's it's unflipped. Unflipped. And cropped. Low pass. Just so we can kind of reconstruct it. Okay. Good. Now we import that. This is it. Wait, not so fast. So first we were very fast, so we go back to 25. This was full spectrum again. Yeah. So we go back to 500. 10K. See how that sounds. Yeah, wait, but the bottom half, I just want to keep it for a bit, 1 second, because it has high dynamic, like it goes way down here, and I'm not sure if we're losing any harmonics or, stuff that makes it easier to understand whatever there is. Yeah, I think we isolated at least one part in this image. Let me remove some noise, see if we can get this. Well, I'm kidding, but something like this maybe. Music with voice. Right. Okay, well, we can't cut off the bottom. It's just, I want to make sure we keep enough information. Let's see, how about we cut it here? Let's do that. Okay, cutting it. And saving it and importing it. There we go. What? Oh, it crashed. Damn. Well, let's use this one. We already found our thing. Yeah, this one's way better, so let's use this one. Load it. There we go. Yeah, me neither. I don't know how many hours I've been on the stream. It's just too interesting. Okay, let's remove some noise. There we go. That's it. There you can see it. These are here. This is our sequence that we identified earlier. Again, we go 510K. Okay, yeah, there we go. And I think 25, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's go. Nope. Wait, no, we want to go from the start. I think it's R2D2, maybe. Maybe it's not the snake people. No. Speed that up. Okay, I think I went too fast, so we go 25, 50. What's in the middle? Let's stack 37. Yeah, it sounds like someone scribbling or someone, I don't know, sounds a bit angry. Or someone whispering where you can't really understand it if you're too far away. Let me try to put that more into 2000 to 8000. Maybe we can understand it better that way. No, not really. Let's just go to 5000 and 3000. Hi Oleg, welcome to the chat. So this is not the full thing. This is a tiny part of it. So this is, oh man, guys, I was in the wrong window. Sorry. I think I'm getting tired. I'm over here. So, yeah, so Oleg, this is, right, I was over here. This is what we're looking at. Well, let's go back to 500 actually. So this is just the bottom part flipped. Well, so let me give you a quick intro here. So the actual image, it looks like this, right? And it's reversed. So normally high frequencies are at the top, low frequencies are at the bottom. In this one, it's reversed. Here, the low frequencies are at the bottom. So first I flipped it, and then so here, this is the photo editor. So I flipped it, and then for this analysis, well, you can check the earlier parts of the video, but right now we just went from one rabbit hole into the next. So right now I cut the bottom part like I cut here in this white line, because we found that this stuff here from the white parts to the blue parts sounded like speech. Actually, if you look at this looks like a waveform of some kind. Well, it's not a waveform because it's a spectrogram, but yeah, it gets a bit confusing. But anyway, it's not that we found this by looking at it, but just by going through it and people in the chat having suggestions. So right now, this is what we did, and this is what we're looking at here. So we flip this again vertically, and then we transpose it to a frequency that is easy on the ear. We slowed it down a bit. Another thing to think about is that this whole thing is 45 hours long, and we are we basically sped it way up. So the whole image is very long, very slow. We sped it way up, assuming that there's something in there that needs to be sped up to be heard, to be audible. That was just my speculation. So this is what it sounds right now. And we've just been playing around with it ever since. I think that was actually the best one we isolated yet. That sounds pretty good. Let me maybe pull that down to 4K. So it's like a deep voice. And then let me lower it slowly. Oh, 3.5 is fine. Okay, so now I just heard Indian singing in the background, like a choir or like a musical, and some guy whispering in the foreground. This is Photo Sounder. it's a demo of Photo Sounder. So yeah, you can. I put everything in the description in the links. So you can get all this stuff and then play around with it yourself. Damn, maybe a little bit lower. But it was interesting. In this frequency range, it really sounded like music. The frequency storage of data has angular spikes in certain areas. Angular spikes. You mean horizontal spikes? What do you mean with angular spikes? You mean oh, let me go over there. So we go to the GIMP. You mean this? There's angular spikes. You mean these lines going all over? You know, let's just put this one in here. I'm sick of the cicadas. Because it'll crash. Or this one. What about this one? Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, this was the dune desert sands. And here is the speech. You can see it down here. I think now I can find it in my sleep. This is I mean, this seems to be encoded stuff right here. And I was thinking earlier then, hey, maybe it's just some artifact, some fake stuff in this white black border thing. But no, if you look at it, this is encoded into the white stuff. So it looks like it's been put in there. Actually, right, okay, let me go back. Well, this is the frequencies chart. It's just flipped on its head. You mean if I go to the website? Can do that. Here. This one. Oh, you mean that one. Wait, 1 second. You mean this one? Frequencies of Schumann resonance. This one? Well, I can't put this into sound. But you mean these are the areas where there's data? Well, yeah, I got it. But, well, look, this is, the red one is from 18 to 20 hertz, 21. White one is 8, 15 to 720. So the white one isn't doing much. It's going up here. Yellow is 15.4 to 13.1. It's following that rise. And red is going crazy. Green is moderate. Yeah, I got it. That's a good idea. But we're basically looking at this whole thing. So here's some jibber jabber, here's some chitter chatter, and here's some singing or whatever. That's it. Yeah, it's a very good idea. Thanks. The red looks crazy. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Okay, let's go back to the sound diagram. But you see what I mean? Like earlier, I thought, well, this whole speech thing is just a bit ridiculous. But if you look at it, that's actually not ridiculous. It looks clearly embedded into something that it's like, look at this thing at the top. There's no pattern like this up top here. It looks completely like artificially put in there. I mean, this whole thing looks artificial, but then this thing looks even more artificial. So can't really see it here anymore, but I guess. Okay, let's go back to the image processor, see if we can actually find it. I'm really wondering, what are we even looking at? This is so low resolution. It's ridiculous. How can this stuff, these like 5 pixels, turn into this stuff? Yeah, it's a good idea. That's what I did yesterday. And let me just do that again. Today I started with a low resolution version again, but you are absolutely right. I should go AI upscale. Totally. Let's keep it professional. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's our. But actually, let me capture a new one. I think by this time we probably have a few more hours. Maybe. Let's see. Schumann. Yeah, a little bit. Inspect. Pull that up. Image. New tab. Oh, a little bit. Save. Oh no. No. I actually want to do this. Oh, just snip it. Snipping. Just screenshot it. Okay, saving that new one. Okay, and now I want to flip it. So we have the proper frequency at the bottom. That's right, okay. Good. Now we save that. And now we do upscale. Oh, really? We're on the blackout? $250 gigajoule. What does that, compare that to something from a place? What does that mean? What, what, what does that power? Like how many cities or how many million people in a city or something? Hmm, 60 tons of dynamite. Well, okay, let's do 4x upscale. Let's go really hard. 250,000 residential homes. Okay, nice. Oh, great, that failed. Let's do that again. Yeah, I know. Okay, just try it again. Per second. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is crazy. Okay, enhance quality, and then I'll take it. I don't know, man. I think it is man-made. Okay, let's see how that looks. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Definitely it's higher resolution now if you look at this. Original AI upscaled. There's less noise. See this? Yeah, a lot less noise. Check it out. That should give us more contrast. Contrast. Yep, looks good. Yeah, I think the black on the right is usually where it fills with more data because you see the one on the left isn't moving. So it just fills up the black. But I haven't checked if it has been moving or not. Just too good as it is. Okay, let's go back to our photo sounder. So now we replace the cicada. I think that one. Yep. Okay. Goodbye cicada. We play it one last time. Okay, enough of that. Let's replace that. New high quality version. Let's go. What is that? Fuck. What's that? Oh yeah, it doesn't take the full color, it's just grayscale. Okay, cool. Still, we got a lot more resolution out of this one. So let's check it out. Wow, that's high quality shit. That's cool. Let's go from the beginning. What? Submarine got lost looking for the Titanic? That sounds interesting. I haven't heard that. They might have been caught in the signal. You know, actually, the signal reminds me of that. There's a audio play called Leviathan, and there's a signal in there, and it reminds me of that. And I think this Leviathan has a podcast basically, but it goes like on forever. In the end, they couldn't finish it because the girlfriend of the producer got cancer and died, and he was too destroyed by that. So it's unfinished, but still worth checking it out. Anyway, they had a signal going on there all over the world that was messing shit up. It really reminds me of this one. Okay, let's denoise it a bit. Oh, check it out. Beautiful. You know, no feel like an idiot. Been playing around this low quality shit all night. Thanks for that tip. That was good. Let's do what we learned with this AI enhanced version. Let's see. So we get this up to 500. And maybe let's get to 15K just because there's no one can hear to 20K. I mean, maybe you can, I can't. I tried. Okay. Let me slow that down. Let's go half first. I think we ended up 35 for our speech, but let's get there slowly. Okay, I think at 35 we should be able to make out the speech if we have the right frequency range. Now that is much cleaner, we have so much less noise. Should be way easier to hear. I don't think flip 90 degrees. You sure? We can try it, but I have to go right back then. Let's go one with 35. I can flip it and I'll go back because I just have one undo history step, so I don't want to ruin this path here. No longer sure about cutting anything off because if you look at it, the bottom line turns into the top line, slowly transforming over all the frequency steps. Okay. We can go there. Let's flip it, see what happens. Rotate clockwise 90. Wait, did you mean flip it or rotate it? Oh, you mean flip it. 90. No, you mean rotate it 90. Okay, yeah. Rotate 90. Okay, let's see. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, this is creepy, man. Switch it back. Oh, let's run it again. This is, I think we found the speed at 35 for this one, and noise looks good. Not sure about the frequency, but let's run it again. Let's run it on full, actually. Full frequency, see what that does. 27 and 20K. Okay, let's reverse it. I think that was I just saw the entrance of another rabbit hole. Yeah, we can. I think we're good now. We know how to get there. Now things are easier now. So let's reverse it or horizontal flip. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. Could be. See if we can rotate that back. That's pretty decent. Let's check it out. Right. It does sound a little bit like we are here. Um, Also, this is now reversed. So I'm wondering how does this sound like an absolutely creepy organ from a Addams Family movie? That's just amazing. And I think if we flip it again horizontally, it's not as creepy. Wait, let me check. Is that actually... Flip, going down. No, wait, I'm confused. So the original looks like... No, it's correct. This is the right direction. So this is not flipped, this is original. Only vertical flipped for the... because Tomsk has it upside down. Okay. Let's make this more into the easier to hear. I'm wondering what happens if I squeeze this into 500 to 1000. Yeah, that sounds boring. Right, so the we are here was when it was flip 90, okay. that's crystals. Okay, but I like the frequency. 200 to 1000 is really easy on the ears. Let's flip it again, 90. That was the, here, like the alien in the middle. Was that? Oh no, you said it was when it's flipped horizontally, right? Then was that the one you're talking about? Yeah, it definitely sounds like Sounds of Saturn stuff, like it's eerie, creepy, or even there's this movie called Phantasm, which is very creepy, and it has this kind of music. Let's check this flip 90 with a new frequency band. Yeah, you are right. I just wanted to see if we hear it also in this direction. I think we did. It sounded like we are here. We are here. Right, check it out. You hear that? I think it's here too. I'll flip it in after this run, but I just want to see if it's just in both directions. Okay, yeah, I definitely hear it. Let's flip it. Horizontal flip. By the way, I do want to say that I don't think if there were aliens contacting us like this, they would send ambiguous messages. Because if they are malignant, they would not send any messages, obviously. And if they're benign, they would not send ambiguous messages. I think the only people who would send ambiguous messages are people who want to create confusion and distraction. And that's probably government agencies. So I don't know. I'm very skeptical at this point. I mean, yes, we can find a lot of things in here if we try hard enough, but I don't think, I'm not an expert. And, or, I mean, not that I have to be an expert, but I'm not an expert of using these tools to find stuff, so I'm just playing around. So I think even if we find a voice saying, whatever, your mom, I'd still be skeptical, honestly, because the Schumann resonance is so obvious, and they know all the, all the crazy nutters out there looking at the Schumann resonance, and they will just go crazy if they put something in there. They know they will find it, but they also know no one will look for it if they don't put something absolutely batshit crazy on the Schumann resonance graph, and that just happened. So now look at us. We're sitting here for hours looking for something, and we'll probably find something, but I'm just saying I don't think that necessarily means it's a bunch of aliens, because I think they would be smart enough to do that properly, not like in this shady way and like snickering behind the corner, like they haven't found it yet, hee, they're so dumb. I don't think they would do it like that. I just don't think that. Oh, that's just me, but Okay, let's check this out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is true. Yeah, we are ghost hunting, exactly. I mean, I think yes. So there's the energy question. What uh, Atheos brings up, and that's true. So if we assume the graph is accurate, and the the graph can only be like the patterns on the graph can only be produced what the publishers of the graph say produces the patterns, then there's a problem. There's a huge energy requirement that would be hard to do. But you also got to think governments run HARP around the world. There's not just one HARP station, there's HARP stations all around the world, and they have massive energy needs. But then um, you have the Large Hadron Collider. That needs massive amounts of energy. And apparently there's more than one of these things. It's just the one is public. So there's means to get energy to these machines too. So those are just the public things. So that's the more difficult option. The easier option would be someone is just feeding a bunch of patterns to this graph to make everyone go on a wild goose chase. The other option would probably, I don't know, uh, maybe someone would be whistleblowing this, like, hey, I'm in this power plant and there's suddenly huge energies, like huge amounts of energy being rerouted or something. But maybe not. Sometimes I think whistleblowers can also be weaponized, and just let's whistleblow this ourselves so we control the narrative. Like, how can you tell? Usually you can tell a few months later or a year later or 5 years later when the thing has already happened and people who were to profit from it have already profited, or took their profit, already long gone, or have already reinvested, whatever. I'm just saying it's hard to say with these things. That's what makes it interesting too, right? That is true. That is a very good point. So Nico just said the thing about resonance is once you achieve resonance, you need a very tiny amount of energy to sustain that resonance. Basically, you just need to excite the resonance circuit at the exact frequency of resonance. So you just need to punctually put in a little impulse that keeps it going, keeps it resonating. You don't need to uh, push in a whole lot of energy. Basically, if you want to achieve something into resonance, you need to push real hard to get it there, and then once it is there, you just need a tiny amount of energy to sustain it. That is absolutely true. Imagine if you ride a bicycle, you need more energy to get it up to speed, but once you're going, the friction from the wheels is very low, and you only need a relatively low amount to keep it going. It's the same idea. Or where is the resonance? If you ever been in a bathroom and kind of whistled and hit the frequency of the bathroom, that doesn't work in any bathroom. It has to be a certain size because the frequency of the whistle is you can't go too deep, right, or too high. So, but if you ever had that, you notice that whistling suddenly becomes very easy at that frequency, which in this case means you can go very loud with the same amount of air than otherwise would be not as loud. So it's the same idea with the resonance. Yeah, exactly. That's really curious. Like if you look at it, let's flip it again. I think the most fascinating part of this is it's across the whole spectrum, and it doesn't really lose detail going up the frequencies. And also what I thought was really fascinating was, yeah, but we don't know that if it has started abruptly because there's a blackout when it started. But what I wanted to say is these are harmonics, I think, but I have never seen intertwined harmonics. That is then where I think, do we have the technology to create a frequency with intertwined harmonics? Well, maybe we do, and it's just not public. When you think about, they've been experimenting with frequencies since the 40s, so that is 60s, that's 80 years. So 80 years they have been siphoning money into this research. You think they maybe can do something like this after 80 years, HARP, they had HARP in the 50s. So after 10 years, or let it be the 60s, I'm not sure, maybe 70s, maybe like after 20 to 30 years, they already had HARP. And now it's 80 years later. You think they can do something like this? I think they probably can. Well, publicly we don't. But then you have all these, black projects and such, where people just get a bunch of money and you never see them again, and they're just in there for the curiosity. They don't care about anything else. There's people like that, and that's fine as long as they don't build a nuclear bomb like Oppenheimer. And that's probably easy to get them into these programs. Just give them a bunch of money, easy life, and research whatever they want to, as long as they don't tell anyone. Imagine you don't have any friends. Would that be a problem? Probably not. Yeah. What do you mean a tech demonstration? Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make it any better if it's the government or the aliens, you know. it's it's we don't know what we don't know. Yeah, maybe, but that's, you know, if you heard about Project Bluebeam, and recently they've been showing aliens all over the place. That's why I think it's a government thing, because suddenly, supposedly, aliens are a thing, but you've been laughed at just last year, you know, deplatformed and cancelled. And now there's Dr. Greer all over the place. Well, Dr. Greer is, well, I don't know him personally, but it's just a little bit odd, isn't it? Yeah, so Joktober asked, what site did this come from? So this is coming from the original site. This is the Tomsk Ionosphere Observatory, where they have just a bunch of, I mean, this is the site sosrff.tsu.ru. This is the site where everyone all over the internet gets their Schumann resonance graph from, because no other research station uses this format of the spectrogram. Everyone else uses something like this. Something like this. Like there's the Italian station, yes, but I have not seen them publish a spectrogram. So this is from the Russian side, and I personally like their graph the best, because you can see more on it. And I mean, in this case, it just looks fucking amazing. Yeah, who really knows? All right, let's go through the little ones, and then I think I'll call it a day. Go again. This is the tunes. Oh, again. So take notice down here in the lower frequencies. Actually, let me do 500 to 1,000. See if that's how that sounds, because that's what we tried before. And let's do 37, because we found that speed. Let's try that. So check out down here. There's something that looks a little bit embedded, could be speed, whatever. Check it out. Damn, I got rid of the speech, but now we got whales and dolphins singing. Let's go to 10x again, 10k. Good night, Nico. Same for me, I have to find an end. I'll just play each F one more time and then I'll call it a night as well. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Alright, then we got this one. I think we did this one. Yeah, we did this one. I can't say. Maybe I'll get some inspiration. Right now I'm kind of lost where to go next, but I probably will because this is very interesting stuff. Where's the last one? This one? Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for stopping by and glad you enjoyed this as much as I did. Yeah, that's the speech part. Let's do this one last time. So that was the snake people and the singing desert dancers. So with that, thanks for stopping by, going through rabbit holes with me, and I wish you all a good night. Take care.